Greetings everyone! Welcome to a special edition of Plant-Based News, a special violent edition with me, the Violent Vegan, first name Violent, last name Vegan. My parents, Mr. and Mrs. Violent, they really wanted me to be vegan, so they gave me this peculiar name. Anyway, joining me on the show today, live via ISDN satellite link, ladies and gentlemen, all the way from the planet Gunga, Jar Jar Binks.
Hello! I used to do some plant-based news! Yippee!
You're right! Misa Disa Plant-Based Nisa!
The first story this week. You know when you go on Facebook and you put a post that has something vaguely to do with animal rights or veganism or just generally being nice to non-human animals, and some latter-day Oscar Wilde comes up and makes that hilarious reply. Bacon! Triple exclamation mark. Well, next time that happens, right, you might want to point out to this person that in the war of veganism v bacon, veganism has just won. Check out this Google Trends graph that Klaus just sent me. Starts in 2005, nobody really gives a crap about veganism. 2007, people give even less of a crap. 2009, hey, you know what? Maybe animals have feelings too. 2011, starts to pick up. 2012, it smashes vegetarianism in the face. Rises and rises and rises until late 2014, it smashes paleo in the face. For those of you who don't know, paleo is a dietary philosophy based upon the 1991 Mega Drive game Chuck Rock. Paleo encourages the carrying of large stones, the fighting of dinosaurs, and consumption of dead flesh. But let's get back to the graph. Having smashed vegetarianism and paleo in the face, it had one opponent left. One mighty champion stood before it in the ring. One will fight tonight. One will live tonight. One will stand and one will fall. Ladies and gentlemen, veganism has not only defeated bacon, it has tombstoned bacon. In your face, bacon. So next we have a heartwarming story about McDonald's. McDonald's new policy bans customers from buying food for the homeless. A 19-year-old girl named Charlotte Farrow visited Mackie D's in hopes of purchasing some food for a homeless geezer she saw on her way to work. She was denied service and told that it was not in their policy to serve homeless people. She said, "We queued up and this homeless guy tried to get some money out before I told him, hey, I'm paying." Then the supervisor said, "We don't serve homeless people." This story originated in the Manchester Evening News and it's been circling the interwebs for a couple of months now. Mackie D's have insisted that this is not an official policy. Let's be honest, this sounds less like official policy and more like some jumped up prat who let the managerial position at Mackie D's go to his head. This is a picture of Charlotte Farrow and this is the Mackie D's in question. I think what's surprising about this story is, you don't often hear such negative publicity about such a caring, benevolent organisation as McDonald's.
I thought my jokes were bad.
I actually went to McDonald's yesterday to use the toilet.
I'm missing Nosa to Mackie Dosa!
Direct action. Direct action is one of these divisive movements, even within the vegan community. Some people think of it as, at best, a waste of time and at worst, counterproductive, while others see it as striking directly at the heart of the establishment, like firing a proton torpedo directly into the exhaust port of the Death Star.
Look at him, he's heading for that small moon.
That's no moon.
And if the exhaust port of the Death Star had an earthly equivalent, it would be a meeting of the Iowa Pork Producers Association.
Acceptable to unnecessarily exploit, harm, and kill someone simply because they're in a weak and vulnerable position and they happen to be born differently than ourselves.
Wow. Sorry, but wow. You are sitting in the middle of the pork Congress, and you ought to be very happy that these people produce food for this state, this country, and the world. I really wish that there was as much passion on that young man's part for unborn children as there was. This is exactly why we have to take our country back. We are told to sit down. Okay? We're being told to sit down and be quiet about our God, about our guns, about what's going on in the abortion industry. People think they can come in here and say that you're cruel.
They said you're cruel? Well, I would say there is a quantifiable amount of suffering involved in the pork industry. I don't know how anyone could deny that. So finally, this video is from the channel of web journalist Jane Velez Mitchell, aka Jane Unchained. The disruptor here is called Amanda Copeland, and this is at the LA US Australian Dialogue at UCLA.
Millions of animals on your live export to China. No, we've come and tried to speak to Chelsea Martin, and she won't speak with us. So this is, well, you know, I would actually like to continue. Don't put your hands on me. You have a barbaric live export trade that has been going on, as you know, for decades.
There are not things for us to buy and sell, exploit and kill, eat and wear. They're feeling unique individuals just like us. Like us.
Oh, that got pretty intense there at the end. Let me know what you think about direct action. Is it smashing away the status quo or just hardening people's hearts? I guess with vegan outreach and activism, nobody really has the whole answer. And I think the only thing any of us can really do is trust our judgment. And the good thing about that predicament is that if it's right in your eyes, it will probably be right in somebody else's eyes. Because whereas one person might respond well to a video like this, another person might respond just as well to a video about banana ice cream. Anyway, that's all from me. Thanks for watching and have a good day. The end.
And we shall see you later. Bye bye.